Okay, so this stage is about to get more likeness baked into the model. So from the planar model to first stage of the breakup and then initial proportion baking, it will be more of a close look at the photo reference and then try to get much more of a likeness. I usually mask out this eye, the eye volume, and then just push it in so I can get an eye socket. The eye is usually quite tricky, especially the female eye have a lot of makeup. It makes it hard to determine where is actual eye. Because there's some makeup right there. So check where the eyes actually ends and start. And the proportion just keep changing as time goes until actually look correct. So just to get as close as possible wherever you can. And eye isn't not necessarily need to be very accurate. It's just for better idea how the eye is currently shaping. So just get something that's better than a sphere. For this kind of a profile view, reference is very important in portrait. It shows a lot of information. So for me, it's time to adding up some information to my model. Okay, so check out the this upper lip shape. What kind of like curves happening there? Inside and outside has opposite like curvature happening there. So that's the outside. It kind of curves out, and it's gonna sink in a little bit, and then kind of goes up. So that makes sort of an S shape. And make sure all the peaks, that transition happening. So this is how the muscle structure looks like. Make sure which one is sitting on top and then the bottom. It's like round mouse corner and then up and bottom compared to the actual real life reference. And then all those small undulation happening for a reason. So go back and forth between the anatomy reference and then real life photo. And check all the muscles relationships are all make sense. It's getting closer and closer. Well, not quite there yet, but this is how you can introduce the likeness bit by bit based on the solid structure and then having a good reference. It only works on proper structure and then getting the anatomy on top with the personality. Otherwise, it won't work well. Of course, this kind of reference has an order expression. And then I'm not really trying to get that expression at this point. So I have to think about like how much it's close at this point and what's the neutral state. And we don't have any stage photo shoot or anything, so most of things can be guessed, but based on our photos, so we'll be close enough. You can see it curves in quite drastically when it kind of hit this area. So from here to here it looks very short, but then it's actually from this much amount is compressed, because you're seeing more onto the screen left side, right? So this is tells how much it's gonna goes in. Is that from here and here. Need to curve in quite fast. Try make it very straight, nice and clean, because this kind of a short line can get very easily get wobbly, like here and there. It's still a bit wobbly, but it's fine. I can keep cleaning up. And then even just like lip that I explained earlier, it's not like completely even curvature. There's always some, it's quite even here actually, but here and here as one straight line. Also here to here is one straight line, and here. So there's about 4 sort of planes can be made around the top eyelid. So I can make one there, one here, and of course watch out the overall curvature. I mean, this is not like straight, but more like looking bottom to up a little bit. This one is rather more straight. So I think outer eye is a bit higher than inside, right? So make it just a touch higher. And then the cheekbone isn't that verged compared to mine, so I will push the cheekbone in as well. It's a bit hard to see here, but usually cheekbone is way burst out compared to forehead or temporal area. Right, this transition there, it's also hard to see there, but from here, so usually this area has this kind of burst. Of course, it shouldn't be too much, but the change there should be quite noticeable in general. These writings are all quite planes, but I'm talking about here. So that's something that we have to sculpt in. This part should be makeup, I think. I'm talking about the line here, because probably shouldn't be that obvious, the transition between here and there. So I will sculpt it, but then I won't make transition that sharp. Then outside of the brow are usually it's quite burst out. Means this area here. So inside is like curves in, but then outside it curves out. So here it's more an indent. Then the sort of a tilted transition happens here. And then this outside area gets burst out a little bit. the big construction, but I think forehead to nose can, even eye can get move forward a bit. It's a bit hard to guess without perfect profile view, but based on this one, see. So the second phase is almost done. I was mainly focused on landmarks to get the likeness because that's where we see most. As mentioned before, female model, young female model has not much things going on except for eyes and nose and mouth and face shapes mostly. So that's where we need to focus on this model. Jawline is a bit tricky because this seems like the transition line happens here, but then can't really see much there. Also, you can see here. So I think I can kind of move inward a little bit so that front jaw can get narrower a little bit. So also it's really important to match this kind of like flow. It involves a lot of things like cheekbone. This upper shape is cheekbone, and this is jawline, and then from here this is cheekbone, this is the jawbone. And from here to here is more of a like fat and muscles, right? So it's not just the one single continuous line, but it's kind of multiple structures are mid and then made those kind of outside, right? So you have to be aware of which line or which shape is wrong, and then need to be corrected. You can just push those jawline in, like, because there is not matching, otherwise your jawline will be broken. Same goes for the cheekbones. Okay, so this stage is almost wrapping up. Still, it's maybe halfway, bit more than halfway to end to finish the sculpting. But this stage might be probably the most important. Every part is important, but to get the likeness. So it's very important to observe the reference and then mix the base planar model with the actual human face. So which one's supposed to be which, not just following the lines. That's very important.